So going back to the beginning, so you advocate a very seemingly holistic kind of approach to health and well-being. So you got the emotional, the spiritual, the relationships. You mentioned hijama, you mentioned being active. Let's just wrap up on some practical stuff about diet now. In terms of nutrition and your views about that, and to the community at large, or to myself, for example, as giving some advice. Where would you, what advice would you give for just the community to be more aware of nutrition and what we get from food?
Okay, let's put it this way.
Because a lot of us are in that regime of kind of eat 3 times a day and just like a regular.
It's a cycle that you've learned.
Yeah.
Put it this way, when couples come to me for counselling, and I ask them, do you communicate? Yeah, we talk. I said, I don't ask if you spoke or you talked. I know words come out of your mouth, you talk, but are you left that you've communicated what you feel? The same as when you have a plate of food. When somebody comes to me and they're for health and hijama or whatever, nutrition or whatever, and I said, are you getting nourished? Yes, brother, I eat. I said, I know you eat, but do you look on a plate of food and say, is this nourishing for me? Or you just feel or you're just feeling the desire of the pangs of hunger?
Yeah.
Just to stop that feeling of, I'll just eat something just to stop that pangs of hunger. Or are you disciplined enough to just what goes in your mouth? Because you are what you eat, right? So if you have this desire of health and you really are truthful to that, then you will do that. It's like, for example, when we're growing up, eat your sprouts. I hated sprouts, but I love them now. And not because of taste as well, but because they're good for you, So I make sure that when I cook for the kids and my parents, whatever, we cook. My parents are better cooks than me, obviously. My dad's cooked for years, and we make healthy food. Mediterranean diet. Yeah, we have a lot of. But don't get me wrong, Mediterranean, we still have stews. Yeah, we use a lot of olive oil, definitely. But I personally speaking, I wish I'm going to put more fish into my diet now. I do love fish, and I'm going to put that more in my diet as well. And people like to have, you should have, is oily fish. People have like salmon. I have salmon every 3 days. They say every 3 days I have salmon. Which salmon do you have? I prefer you to buy wild salmon. So you can buy that from Costco's, which is already frozen at sea and packed and everything. That's all done because it's at sea. If you buy the salmon now, $3.99 a kilo, you're buying farmed fish. I don't eat that. If I'm going to eat fish, I'm going to eat sea fish like
even though it's been
snappers.
Even though it's been frozen? It's
not about frozen. It's about being farmed or not. So I'd rather have wild fish. Mackerel is fresh, and I'd rather get frozen mackerel. Why? Because it's frozen at sea. By the time it's fresh, it comes to the port. 2 weeks later, then it goes to the big warehouse. Then it goes from there to Billingsgate. Then it comes to the shops. Then it comes to you. It takes a longer period of time. So I'd rather have it frozen at sea because it's just out straight away. They're frozen. All the nutrients are still there. Brothers who come to Bengali brothers. Oh, we have fish. We have like aya, bowl, and hlisha, and rahu, and all that. I said, I know all the fish, no problem, but I won't touch that, the barge pole. Because one, it's hlisha is not a problem because it's seafood, but I don't know how that is. Is it farmed in the sea or is it caught at sea? I don't know. But aya, bowl, and rahu especially are from Thailand or Bangladesh, and they're just like farmed, and there's a lot of chemicals that are put in there, steroids and then antibiotics, whatever, to pesticides, etc., etc. Now, so I said to him, if you're going to get rahu, which is carp, then buy it fresh from Europe because it's fresh. Doesn't take time to froze. How long? It's a frozen fish, but how long has it been in frozen?
Supply chain.
Yeah, So it's that. If you can eat something, eat the best of it. Eat the best of it. When I buy fruit and veg, I try and buy as much organic fruit and veg as possible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's expensive. It's about 20-30 pence more a packet than it is non-organic. So an organic meat, for example, this is very important as well. People want organic produce. Organic means, for fruit and vegetables, that they haven't been sprayed with pesticides or otherwise.
But they have been sprayed with artificial pesticides.
Yeah. But on the other side, with the live animals, organic means they've been given organic feed for the last 3 or 4 months of their lives. Like you can get halal organic free range meat out there. Yeah. But the organic means, the organic side of it means that they've been given organic feed for the last 3 or 4 months to fatten them up for the farmers to make money. Understandable.
I mean, I saw an organic chicken. It was £18 halal one.
Yeah.
So, but arguably, if we eat more of it, then.
But if you buy that once or twice a year, what's wrong with that? I know it's £18 expensive, but why not? What else you can do with 18 quid? You know, if you get a parking ticket, you pay for it. So why not? I always like to use that line. I was telling you right there. It's true. You know, so it's not like you're buying a chicken every week. £18, that's £64 a month for 4 pieces of chicken. And if you work out how many chickens you can buy, but these chickens that you buy for like 10 for 3 quid, 3 for £10, you ask yourself that, why are they so cheap?
Frankenstein
chickens. You know, they've been fed and pushed and injected to grow, you know, quickly. Just supply the demand, as they say. So, and free range is what you want. So for example, you know, if you're going to buy the choice between organic and free range, they're separate. I'd always buy free range. I'd always buy free range. Because free range, they've worked when they've eaten that natural stuff. But if there's organic and free range, I'll buy it, no problem. But if it's organic and not free range, I'll think about it. Because I know the process, you know. So vegetables, fruit and vegetables, not a problem. There's no spraying involved. But with the animals, then there's something else.
What about some of the kind of things from the sunnah that you've come across that are good to consume?
Figs. You know, figs.
Do you put it up in your juice?
No, I like to eat the figs. I like to eat the figs. I like to get my figs a little bit ripe to get the juice out of it. You know, and it's very, very nice, and it does work. It's fantastic for you know, bowel movements and things like that. It's fantastic, and it's very healthy for you as well. We can go into, you know, vitamins and supplements as well.
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar, raw organic apple cider vinegar.
Some on the way here and do a few shots, but I couldn't find it.
Apple cider vinegar. You can make it at home if you like, and it does go through the fermentation process. It has to. And we do know, but what about normal vinegar? People say, what about normal vinegar? It's not haram though. It's going through the process, etc., etc. But obviously we know that, you know, if somebody's expediting and forcing the alcohol with it by adding yeast and sugar, then the final product of vinegar is not allowed for you because of the process, etc. But apple cider vinegar is fantastic. Well, why just use that for
Do you
for
just
some
drink
people
it
it's
neat,
disgusting. I want to use it neat because after a while it's going to affect your throat, your lining of your throat.
How do you take it?
I don't drink it as much as I should. I'm going to be honest with you because I don't like the taste. Period. But I do take it. Like I don't like it. I'm going to take it. But it's not very nice. But I do like to mix it with warm water and honey, and then it tastes very floral, like a floral drink.
Okay.
The same with cherry juice. You can buy organic concentrated cherry juice, which is fantastic for arthritis and blood sugar and things like that as well.
This kind of stuff, if you just give it a fancy name, sell it for £10, you can do it down the road in Shoreditch.
Yeah, probably.
Drink
and you mentioned that sunnah as well, like, you know,
cocktail.
olives, olive oil. You know, he said al-khal. You know, he's the best condiment. He said, the Prophet ﷺ said. You know, and
what's al-khal? Olive oil.
Khal is vinegar.
Vinegar, okay.
Yeah. Right. So at the time, so what was he drinking? What vinegar was it, though, brother? I don't know. I suppose it was natural. I don't think it was vinegar like off wine, because it's vangar, isn't it? French is like it's off wine. So that's what vinegar used to be. You know. So I don't know how the Prophet they used to make it in them days. They said the best condiment is vinegar. When he went to Aisha radhiyallahu anha's house and said, any food? He said, no, but we do have vinegar and some bread because that's the best condiment. So dip in the vinegar, and that's what we like. The Mediterranean diet, not just Cypriot, Turkish, but the whole Mediterranean. They make salad with lots of olive oil, lots of lemon, lots of vinegar, and the juice. They dip the bread and then eat the bread. I love that. It's the final product of a salad that you make. So olives, you know, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. You know, we're fortunate enough to come from Mediterranean. So we bring it from Cyprus fresh. You know, we know the farmer, if you like.
No way to hide it in your luggage.
No, we bring in like so it comes over by courier or by freight or something. So it's like balance your life mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, don't get involved too much. It's going to cause you stress. If you're a person that's always stressful, you can't do counselling. If you're a person that's always stressful, you can't deal with other people's emotions. You've got to get yourself strengthen your own emotions first before dealing with somebody else's.
Okay.
You know,
So no.
because everybody has a iceberg, and people are only showing some part of their iceberg that you can see, that's visibly seen or felt.
Mm-hmm.
But you have all this vastness of a person,